Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our very first Unhinged Weekly, where we talk about the latest, not so mainstream news, yet still interesting news. First, I'd like to mention that today's featured game is Starr Mazer DSP. It's $9.99 on Steam. Are you one of those people that believe that the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy remake is harder than the original games? If so, you're not alone. The dev actually agrees with you. On their official blog, they announced that Crash actually falls quicker from a jump, and they have used a unified system throughout all Crash games. More precisely, they use the Crash Bandicoot 3 engine. And Crash Bandicoot 1 and Crash Bandicoot 2, they have slightly differences between their engines, so technically they should have their own separate engine, separate from what the developer used. Also, collision detection is a little bit different than the original games, so take everything together and you have a slightly different feeling to the game. Physical versions of Undertale are available for pre-order on Fangamer. There's a limited edition for $64. It comes with the complete Undertale soundtrack, Undertale sheet music booklet, a 14-karat gold-plated brass music box locklet, a sturdy Matchbox style collector's box, and the standard edition copy of Undertale for either PS4, PS Vita, or PC. The standard game costs $25 and it comes with a 24-page illustrated storybook. Pre-ordering also gives you a PS4 dynamic theme with a unique minute-long song. Me personally, I'll be plucking down the $64 to get the limited box. Speaking of 64, Super Mario 64 actually has a Maker game, similar to that of the Mario Maker game. Now it's unofficial, it's a ROM hack, and you could use it only on emulators. So if you try to put this on a cartridge and try to use official hardware, it's simply not going to work. But hopefully sometime in the future they work out the kinks and they get that working. Now this is awesome because it opens up the possibility of a fan-made, homebrewed Super Mario 64 2, which I'm really looking forward to. You could also share your creations on Discord. Atari is launching a new system. Yeah, you heard right, Atari. It will have HDMI, 4 USB slots, an SD card slot, and there will be two versions, one with a 4 wood finish and a glass black finish. They said that old and new games will be supported, so no other real details have been revealed. If you actually go to their official website, which I will leave a link on the bottom, there are 3 buttons: Media, Jobs, and Dev. The Dev one I would like to highlight a lot, because if you highlight it, in fact if you click on it, it automatically types in a title that says, "I'm a developer and want to know more about your platform," which means that this thing is actually going to be a platform, which is great because there's a very active but very non-well-known scene going on in the background, where people have been developing games for Atari since the origins, and they still develop and actually release brand new games today. If you want to see a really good game, take a system that's very limited and just let it be, and you will see the greatest innovations in gaming that one can make. So I think this is going to be a really, really interesting platform. The developers of Smash Brothers is actually releasing a standalone game for Steam. It's called Icons Combat Arena. It'll be a free-to-play game, and an open beta is coming to Steam this fall. Freaker Sneaker has this really awesome NES Jordans. You really have to check it out. It's going to cost you over $1,000 though. Alright ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our very first Unhinged Weekly. If you like what you heard, definitely leave me some feedback in the comments. Even if you didn't like what you heard, still leave me some feedback in the comments. And stick around for the second Unhinged Weekly next week.